What is going on, everyone? I don't even like. I didn't even feel like streaming this morning, to be quiet. Who do I think I am? George? We're all George showing up 1 minute late. Um, what is going on? We got a lot of people in the house. The chat's already pretty lively this morning. Like I gotta get caught up. So we got Kurt in the house. We got Rex in the house. We got Nigel in the house. And we got Retro in the house. I need to say that with more enthusiasm. We got Retro in the house. Hey-oh, we got Casca in the house. Did I miss anyone? Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. All right, what did I miss here? Anyone else killing it on Tomb Forks? Yeah, Bryn Capital is, man. You and Bryn Capital need to hook up. Let's see. Rex, personally, I may or may not have aped about 40K into it earlier upon the news of the land sale in a few days. Which one's that, Kurt? Is that Cosmic Wizards? What are you talking about here? See, I may or may not made a terrible financial decision on Cosmic Universe. You put 40K in the Cosmic Universe? Are you out of your mind? Man, that's a yellow and a half right here. What else do we got going on? Make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this land. I wonder if Nostradamus will do me a solid and not okay, but the honest about opinion, my decision. All right, I want to understand you. You put 40,000 into what, bro? Might have it. Let's see. Yeah, so much to catch up on already. No, Kurt, you would never bother me, bro. Let's see. Tomb Forks are the best money. So I keep hearing that. They scare me, man. Is like the U-share, is that a Tomb Fork? It is, right? On Harmony One, the whole U-share thing. Isn't it like a bond? Like it's a whole bond strategy? I don't think fidget spinners are dumb. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see. All right. Yeah. I've done some research on Tomb Forks. Jason in the house. How you doing? Yeah, Holy Grail is doing great. All right, let me get the desktop rolling here. That was a little overwhelming to start the stream off. I'm running behind. I was watching YouTube, watching a bunch of dumb things. First I was watching, well, I watched the DFK AMA. I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to talk about that. Then I went off the rails just watching a bunch of dumb shit. I watched some animal videos. I'm a sucker for animal videos. I don't know what to tell you. I did the Wordle again this morning. Breezed through that in a few minutes. It was kind of a hard word. I ended up guessing my third guess was a word I didn't even know what it was. And then after I realized what the word was after that, I felt like an idiot for not getting it on the third try. I've been watching Wordle videos. Oh, I need a new hobby. It's because I'm sick of crypto, guys. I'm bored. I'm sick of crypto. It's boring as hell. Bitcoin. I mean, there's worse things to complain about. Bitcoin being where it's at. It's a lot better. I mean, I'd rather be bored at 44K than bored at 30K. We've definitely been bored at 30K before. All right. See what's going on in the stock market real quick. I do want to answer Kurt's concerns, and I've definitely think you're out of your freaking mind, bro, but not financial advice. I want to make sure I got the story right here. All right, so the stock market, it was down a bit this morning. I'm sure that's still it's down quite a bit. So the futures, the NASDAQ futures are down 137, 139, 142. Looks like it's just dipping. We'll have to see if maybe we get a little bit of a reversal here in a bit. It's not uncommon for about 20 minutes in for there to be a reversal, but it's also not uncommon for there not to be. E-mini S&P is down about 18. We got Tesla down $10. We got the miners. We got Ethereum. Ethereum was looking pretty good last night over like getting close to 3,200, I believe. Let me do something really quick. Oh, I gotta. Yeah, I am just way behind this morning, guys. And then, I wrapped up I watched a video on this guy that bought an Orange County chopper. It was a $80,000 chopper that was basically a piece of shit. I am looking for something here we go. Let's 1 second, boys and girls. So much to discuss this morning. All right. Why is that not? Oh, that's the reverse. All right, let me get that closed. Let me get that closed. Let me get this closed. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, U-Shares a tomb fork. They and Comfy did nothing innovative. That's why they made money at first and they died really. So where are what tomb forks are the ones to be in, Nigel? Give me the top tomb forks and I want to research them. Why I wonder if Nostradamus is streaming on a different stream. Why are you saying that? Can you guys not see me or hear me? I don't. Now, what is going on? All right, so it seems like. Can you guys not see me? Oh, okay. Maybe it's your internet. Yeah, sometimes the stream has some issues. All right, let me. Oh my goodness, guys! This is I don't know how George does it with thousands of viewers. I got like 10 of you clucking like a bunch of effing hens. I'm about to just shut it down. I can't take this. All right. Stocks are much more boring. I agree. Chad Knight in the house. How you doing, brother? All right. I see the Ohm Fork gang where their party stops when they stop. Yeah, so the one problem I have with Ohm Forks is that there's this whole trust thing. And eventually the trust falls apart, but they seem to still have some legs. So Nigel, let's see. He said, I'm not, bro. Nigel, you're always so inflammatory. I'm not S-ing on him. I say I don't know anything about him. I've never said, well, if I did say tomb forks are garbage, it's just me, Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think I've been pretty clear. I don't understand. I don't fully understand them. I don't really S on them. Not S on Drip Network. not to enrage you. So Kurt saying, yeah, man, Ponzonomics, then people aping in the next tomb fork, claiming it's different. So here's what I do know about tomb forks. I'm not necessarily S-ing on them. They're new, and I want to see if they have long-term lasting effect. I do know there's a lot of people making good money in them, right? I've only got so much time in the day. Don't get me started on that freaking rampage. Tomb forks just haven't interested me, but a lot of you guys come in. Nigel, Bryn Capital says he's making a living off of them, but they seem really risky. The thing I don't like about them is just I'm just saying the thing I don't like about them. I'm not necessarily S-ing on them, and I could be wrong. there's this whole trust thing, right? And then what I mean by that is it requires an amount of trust. Like if one token's doing, and they're somewhat complicated, and I'll continue to learn them over time, and then maybe the next thing you know, in like 2 or 3 months, my YouTube channel will be nothing but tomb forks. But right now, the thing that interests me the most is I'm a bit old school. I love a good yield farm. I'm getting paid pretty well over on Sunday Swap. I'm getting paid really well over on Stella Swap on Moonbeam. So I know those work, right? So I'm sticking to those for sure. I'm doing decent. Well, I'm down on Osmosis, but that's because I entered that one kind of at the near the top, but that one's still, printing money and doing well. And then after that, it's, I've been doing a lot of gaming and, metaverse type stuff and apparently there's some Pavia FUD, so that hasn't been a lot of fun. Anyway, I mean, I'm not essing on tomb forks. I just don't know them that well. Anyway, I don't think all right, all right, so what tomb fork is garbage unless you get in the beginning. All right, yeah, I hear that a lot. Kevin in the house, how you doing, brother? Nigel, did you say which tomb forks are good? I thought you did. All right, tomb fork, like a, I don't think tomb forks are pyramid schemes. I think they have more like a bond structure, right? Let's see. I may have missed it because the stream messed up. What's your take on cosmic universe and magic? Yeah, you may have made a terrible mistake. Bro, I don't know what you did. So you invested 40K in the magic token? Toro in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm in T2OM. Where's that one at? Tomb Fork is like Herbalife. Like, bro, like I feel like Chad Knight's the one essing on it. Need to check Alexander in the house. How you doing, brother? What is check? Oh, check Tank Wars. Where's Tank Wars? Tomb and Based Finance are my two favorites. So we got 2 votes for Tomb. Both are on Phantom. We know you love some Phantom. No mercy. Bro, like I don't, all he said is, all I've seen so far is, so is Based Finance one of those meme things, or was that an actual finance? I know Based has got some term that my old ass doesn't understand. Tank Wars. All right, we can take a quick look at this. Where's this at? All right, so I may have missed it because what's your take on so you put 40,000, you say you put 40K into the magic token? Is that what I understand? Like, where is this, FRC? What the F is FRC? That's not Phantom, is it? Is Phantom FRC? What network is this? What is it? Like, it should be like on the front page. It looks kind of cool. Looks like one of those games that I thought would be coming where there would be like play to earn and play to win type mechanics. I think we've looked at this before. Phantom? All right, cool. So you put 40,000 into magic. What possessed you to do that? James in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm new to Harmony. Which project is good right now? I mean, Defikingdoms is tried and true. Defikingdoms would be the safest bet. Are you good at, I mean, do you do a lot of yield farming? Just get into DeFi Kingdoms and yield farm and just kind of learn that game. I mean, what you're going to, we're going to talk about DeFi Kingdoms, I think. You guys have taken me off the rails so much. I don't even know like why. I'm just going to put like titles going forward, or I'm just going to come in and be subject to whatever the 15 people. We got 15 people and 2 likes. All right. I'm just gonna pout like a little baby until we get more likes. Come on, guys, we can do much better. You coming for the best alpha on the planet, some of the best advice in the world. 2 likes, there we go. 5 likes. We're starting to pump those numbers up. Yeah, I need a baby pleb in the house. All right. So if you put 40,000 into Magic, I think you're out of your freaking mind. X Pagliex in the house. How you doing, brother? Mars Colony is a good one too. I love that one. If you want a degen play, you got Holy Grail. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with Holy Grail again. I mean, the guy's earning. I mean, the guy is grinding. The token's doing pretty good. And he is looking like he's, he's accomplishing more than I thought he was in this short amount of time. So I've only got a small amount in this. I mean, I honestly, I probably should have left what liquidity I had in there in. It's making a nice comeback. He's got a lot of good updates and pictures to the game. So, I mean, it's still in the degen. I mean, pretty much. Everything's degen category except for, I would say, like DeFi Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms is definitely, when it comes to yield farming in general, you're in degen territory, period, right off the bat, right? But I would put DeFi Kingdoms as about as blue chip as they get when it comes to yield farming. I do like Mars Colony. I'm super bullish on Mars Colony. I'm also super bullish on DeFira through Tranquil Finance. So if you do any lending and borrowing, the Tranquil.finance is a great platform to learn or earn. Tank, I call it Tank. It's Trank, the Trank token. So those are the 3 projects I'm most bullish on. DeFi Kingdoms, Mars Colony, and DeFira. If you guys didn't catch it, Crime Crypto did a video on last night on some kind of magic elixir.finance or something like that. That's over on Phantom. That looked pretty interesting. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I probably won't get into that one just because I think it was on Phantom. No, it's on Avalanche. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a bit more focused. All right. Yeah, so I like James, I like Trank, I like DeFira. DeFira is a good shot. And none of this is financial advice. Any of this could go to 0. So yeah, I'm surprised you held off as long as you did before mentioning Pavia. Bro, I've already got 40,000 Pavia and I've probably got like I got at least a few 4, 3, 4, 5. What is 2,000 times? No, maybe 1,000. Maybe only about $1,000 to $1,200 in a Pavia, not including my land, and that would be another. So I probably have like $2,500 in a Pavia. That's a high risk endeavor, super high risk. I'm bullish Pavia, but I'm not looking. I feel like I have to repeat myself a million times on this. Like most of my money is in core assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Harmony, and now Luna and some Atom. I'm getting super bullish. I want to add more Atom. I want to add Avalanche. I want to add Phantom. That's already a lot of diversity. Now, I do take a small basket of my portfolio, and I like to take risks, right, on things like Pavia. I've taken enough risks on Pavia. I'm not, that thing could continue to fail, right? So just because it's at a great price right now, doesn't mean I want to add to my bag. Now, I don't know what to think of the FUD. I don't know who this Buzz guy is. I don't know what's going to happen to Pavia. I think Pavia is still going to be just fine, but I'm not looking to add more risk than what I already got. So I'm just going to wait on that one. Aaron in the house. How you doing, brother? Lavana, Pizzagate, and House of Rome. All right, so I'm I'm a huge fan of Levana, super bullish on Levana. I have 2 talismans. I got my airdrops. I got 2 talismans, 2 eggs. I got my airdrops. One of them was the one problem with the game is it's too freaking complicated, man. And that's the thing with these games. They just keep getting more and more complicated, and you just staying on top of them takes too much effing work. Like back in the day, you'd play World of Warcraft, and that game would consume your life, and you would constantly be having to do like staying up with all the things that are going on with the game. And right, so if you want to now that money's involved, you're trying to stay on top of all these games. It's just too hard. Anyway, to answer your question, Kurt, so you bought that hoping it would pump. It's already pumping, right? But did you buy it a little bit too late already? What is Bitcoin doing? So Bitcoin and the markets are pulling back with the market a bit this morning. It's nothing too crazy. Bitcoin was hovering around 44,000, so it's still looking pretty good, to be quite honest. Harmony One's down about a penny. Cardano's down a couple cents. Ethereum's probably down about $100. Where is it at? Yeah, $125. The ARB token's kind of hanging around where it was yesterday. I don't know how the land sales are going. I haven't looked at that. Holy's looking really good. I still got my Holy in my single stake. So, and like I've always said, I want this project to succeed. And again, it's looking really good again. Now, I'm not aping back into it. That's for sure. What's the date? We have 9 days until the liquidity pool starts printing. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that? Let me make sure. DeFi is the up and coming game. It'll be similar to DeFi. Yeah, so it's going to be more of a role-based like war game, I think, like strategy type. And that's pretty exciting. I love those kind of games. Did you get some of those cheap lands that you were showing, Jason? That was an incredible price. Yeah, I agree. Simplicity can be key. We're going to be talking about some Defikingdoms updates, man. They got a lot of stuff coming. All right, Kevin, Lavana, yeah, FOMO into 2 eggs and a talisman last week. Have you played the mini game Salem, SAIL, salem.lavana.finance? So I don't know that I should say this out loud, but I have 2 wallets. I have my Ledger wallet and I have my normal wallet. So I bought a talisman, an egg in each wallet, and I beat this game. When you beat this game, while supplies last, you earn a free elixir. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. There's a couple levels. I used to, I wore out Super Mario Brothers as a kid, so but you get a free elixir, man. Like, you don't have to do it all at once. Just bust a few levels out here and there. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of fun. So if you do those, you'll get the elixir. Now, I don't think elixir is required. Elixir just allows you to, and this was a big deal for me. So elixir allows you to genetically modify your dragon. And the only thing I'm aware of right now is you can modify your dragon eyes. And I got lucky. One of the elixirs I got gave me the sapphire colored eyes. So I'm pretty excited about that. The other one's a rare elixir. I don't even know what to do with that. I guess I just sell it and buy a common, because I just got 2 common dragons. Anyway, I am really excited about that game. They seem like they have a really smart team running that. It's on Terra Luna, which is an up and comer. It's a great blockchain. It's one of my favorite blockchains. It's probably right there. I would put it as probably not including Ethereum. Like Ethereum, You just take Ethereum out of the vote. But Cardano's my favorite, and I'd probably put Luna right there, right behind it. And then after that, it's kind of a crapshoot. I love Atom. I love, I'm starting to really like Avalanche because the whole subnet things, and that's, part of the Defikingdoms is getting their own subnet, and I've been learning about how subnets work because I come from networking. Subnets are kind of a similar concept, but I bought Pavi. So did you get some of the lands that you posted though, bro? Yeah, bro, like the only advice I can give you, and it's really not financial advice. Like when you YOLO into something like that, go look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what is your plan if it gets cut in half, right? Or if it just like drops drastically and you lose it all. Like are you gonna how are you gonna handle losing $40,000? Now I don't think you're gonna lose $40,000, but you might lose $20,000. And it's, and here's the best piece of guidance that I can give you. That kind of degenerative behavior, like the worst thing that could happen to you is you hit a home run, right? And then you just continue that degenerative behavior because you're playing Russian roulette there, bro. So if that's like the majority of your stack, right? Now, I don't know if you're Heisenberg and you got like a cancer bill that you have to pay for. I mean, everyone's circumstances is different. I don't know how much of that stack that is of yours, or if you're in desperation. Like I don't feel like you're an engineer in Singapore making bank, so probably not even paying much in taxes. So I'm sure you're doing okay. But you ask yourself, if you lose even like half of it, which could happen in the blink of an eye. What if there's events that could happen that, like Cosmic Wizards announces something and people react to it and the price tanks, or who knows. I think it's a pretty solid, let's see where the token price is. What price did you buy at? The thing I would use it as a learning experience. I mean, are you up or are you down? It looks like the price is coming back down. It looks like you might be down a little bit. I'm not laughing, but I can't. Oh, shit, son. What price did you buy at? Like if you bought, oh wait, is this Colony? All right. Whew. No, this is Magic 1. I don't know why it always shows that. Is this, yeah, because I think this is what happened. Yeah, I don't know, man. Your life will be no different. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it looks like you might be taking a little bit of... yeah, I don't know why this does this, because it shows Magic over here, but it always says Colony right here. I don't know what is going on. Trank, maybe if that one's showing it right. Colony... No, I wasn't looking at Colony. For whatever reason, Magic. Maybe I need to look at a different Magic. You have to believe. What is Xanadu? Is that the song? Every time I say the word Magic, that song comes into my mind. Cosmic Magic. That's only 3. Okay, so Magic 1. Whenever I click on this, it says Colony right here. There we go, Magic 1. I got it right. All right, yeah. I don't, the deck screener thing was just messing up. So you're down. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, that was a YOLO. Live and learn. It could recover and you can make some money. I mean, this looks like you did a classic FOMO, right? This is something you never, and I've been caught in a few of these. It's not like I haven't made this mistake. But you're like, oh, you still think you're early, right? You still think you're early. And then you realize I've been in a few of these, that's for sure, right? Xanadu is the one that sang that song, right? You have to believe it's magic. I used to love that freaking song. Yeah, FOMO. Yeah, that sucks, bro. I mean, are you yield farming with it? Aren't they? Can't you yield farm with it and still make some money? You'll probably be all right. I mean, it's showing $1.40 now, so I don't know what to tell you, bro. Tax loss harvesting. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. I wish you the best. I would have never done 40,000. I mean, I would have to have a stack of like 4 million for me to do something like 40,000 into something like this. But yeah, Kurt, nah, I'm pretty sure Rex would throw like, he'd think he threw like 50 grand at freaking Party Hat. All right, let's talk about Defikingdoms. Defikingdoms, I sat through that AMA, horrible voice quality. I mean, in the beginning it was annoying and then it was okay. But anyway, 3 major things, Defikingdoms. The first one is they show, I don't know if you've seen the cartoon, and it's pretty cool. It's been out for a while. I don't even know where the link is, but it's a video of a guy on a ship going across the seas and being attacked by monsters. Anyway, the story is this guy shows up on the shores of Sarandel, and he shows up, but he barely survives it, and I think he dies or whatever. And so the people know that he came from a land far away. So this is our chance to adventure. So in the beginning, it's going to be kind of like its own little side quest to start this whole launch of Crystal Vale off. You can take your heroes and send them on like the ship to try and find Crystal Vale. Here's the thing. You might lose your hero. So you can like legit lose your hero. So if you make it to the other side, you'll get rewards. If you lose your hero, you'll kind of get rewards. But it's a risky endeavor. So they kind of went through some of the percentages, and it's like only a 35% for like a common level 1. The higher level your character is and the different class, so like, and you can send your Gen 0 with them to boost. Now, if you send your Gen 0, you can't lose your Gen 0, but so it's going to make it to the other side, but you don't get any, you don't get any airdrops for your Gen 0, but they don't want anyone's Gen 0s to be lost. So you can send your Gen 0 and you can send up to like 4 or 5, I think 5 more heroes with that, and it'll boost the chances of the other characters. So if they're like rare, mythic, and legendary and all that, each one of those boosts its chance to get over there too. And so I don't know what it really means once you get your hero over there, but you do get airdrops, and it's, to get things going over there, I guess. And like I said, there's percentage chance that you can lose your hero, and basically it's burn. Like you lose it. So you could lose money. I don't know if the airdrops are going to compensate for that, how much they're going to compensate for that. That's all pretty exciting. They didn't get a date on that yet, but I got to assume it's coming soon. And I don't know if I'm going to, I might YOLO like a few heroes over there, especially if there's a lot of reward for it. I figure if I have like, I don't know, 12 to 14 heroes. I haven't been summoning any new ones as of late because I've been cheap, and so I might start doing that here again pretty soon. What is the price of Jewel doing? I'm sure it's down a bit now that the market's down. Yeah, 777. I mean, it's still holding up pretty strong. Let's see. Yeah, Rex is out of control. Rex is a hero for sure. Yeah, so you can't lose your Gen 0, but you also don't get rewarded. So they said like the Dragoon or the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight's the Grand Poobah, right? If you send your Gen 0 with a level 10 Dark Knight, like mythic, okay, those are easy to come by. That's got like a 95% chance. So even with a Gen 0 it was a level 10. I don't know if he said mythic, but so you need a Gen 0, a level 10, probably legendary to mythic, and then you send another hero with it, you got a 95% chance. All I hear is you got a 5% chance, right? And I got some nice freaking heroes. I've been leveling them up. And there's some other alpha I can't wait to tell you guys about. So in the beginning, for example, some of these cards, because it was all about the mining. So I was spending some points like on strength and agility, but I've recently, a couple weeks ago, and I haven't really talked about that. I've actually been putting the points into where I think it's going to matter when it comes to PvP, and we're going to talk about PvP in a bit. Trying to remember what the number 2 thing was. I'm having a senior moment. So like on this wizard, I've been putting it into wisdom and intelligence and vitality, so that it'll be good for PvP. What was the second piece? Oh, so they talked about the champion program a bit. So the second thing was they talked about the champion program. It seems pretty cool. I don't know how it's going to play out, but basically it's like the scholarship program on Axie Infinity. You're going to be able to hire out your heroes. It sounds like you're going to be able to hire them out for an extended period, and you can say like, I think you can set up like some kind of criteria or whatever, and then you'll pay the person Jewel to just run quests for you. I have no idea how that's going to work out. He ended that whole thing off. So we'll have to see. They're going to be rolling that out slowly. And the reason he likes it so much is they were talking about how it gives people, because there's a lot of wells in this game, and a lot of us are kind of mini wells. So, because there's quite a few of us in the chat that have Gen Zeros. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It gives us a chance to give less fortunate people in the world a way to earn an income, but then at the same time, I kind of feel like it's almost, the same kind of labor, yeah. I mean, it's not the same as working in like these diamond coal mines or diamond mines and all this stuff, but I don't know. I have, if it gives someone less fortunate a chance, that's cool. I just don't, there's just this whole thing of like, well, I'm trying to maximize my gains, and, is it just wells, anyway, I digress on that. And then the third part, yeah, the Jewel LP is still printing pretty good, and it's safe, safe-ish. So, I mean, I've been yield farming it. I've been farming the Jewel 1 basically since jump. I think I took a few weeks break in the beginning just to make sure. But I mean, I still got a decent size. I haven't even checked this. I just know it. What? I'm kind of curious. Oh, it doesn't like the fuzz. Yeah, so I'm in the Jewel 1. It's gone down in value a little bit from, I mean, obviously it's gone down in value since when Jewel was $20, but this thing is still paying 275%, about 55%. I'm not sure what epoch on that. So about 45% of that remains locked, or 50% remains locked. So I'm fine with that. So this is a really good yield farm, still paying 200, and I'm very bullish Jewel with this Avalanche launch. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for us over on Avalanche, especially for, a lot of us that were in the yield farms are going to get crystal airdrops, that are in the bank that are going to get crystal airdrops. And then you're going to get crystal airdrops for all your heroes and more for levels and etc. So Zach in the house, how you doing, brother? Yeah, so the Cosmic Land Sale is coming up on the 19th. That's for the whitelist, right? And when is the public sale? The day after? If there's still some land available after the private sale, which I seriously doubt there will be any to very little left. I got some magic. As long as the amount of magic I have is enough to buy land, I don't really want to dig into my pocket any deeper. I forget how much I have. It may not even be enough. How much is land? Like, was it $750? I don't even know that the magic I have is enough now. I have like 500 magic. Oh yeah, so that's a good point. Jason says if you make it to the other side, you get a raffle ticket for the Gen Zero and Crystal Vale. Yeah, and so there's going to be another 25 Gen Zeros, I believe, in that raffle. And they did talk about how they're going to do the Gen Zeros on Avalanche. And it sounds like it's mostly like going to be like giveaways and you have to do things like this, right? I don't think they're going to actually have a sale because they want to bring the adoption and they don't want it to be just this well game. Let me get this chat fixed. It's not. All right. There's $100 lands to. Oh yeah, the land is different pricing, right? I don't remember what the different prices are. Alluvium has a large token release, I believe, at the end of March. You may want to check out. I was interested in Alluvium for a while, but it just fallen off my radar. I don't have enough time. I mean, it looks pretty dope, but that one, I just don't have enough time for that one. X-Pagilex, you put yours in Vitality. I've been putting some of them I'll put luck. Like my Ninja, I've done some luck. I've done some luck on some others just to see if it helps with like some of the stuff you get when mining. All right, so the third big alpha from the ETH Denver AMA was PvP. They're working on the PvP. So it is going to be 3v3, and they talk about how it's going to be what do they call it? It's not going to be real time, kind of like Axie Infinity, where you see the dudes. You pick your skills and your orders, and you send them off to battle, and then they'll come back, and you'll find out whether you won or lost. So it is going to be 3v3. They did urge you to start thinking about your team compositions, like if you want a tank, you want a priest, you want a DPS. Right now, I really don't have a tank unless a pirate might kind of work as a DPS tank-ish. So I'm kind of, all the characters I have, I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to go a blitzkrieg with like 3 DPS or 2 DPS, maybe like my ninja and my wizard is pretty buff, and my priest, my Gen Zero, that might be some fun. So if you have multiple teams, that might be interesting. So be curious to see how that works out. And I don't know if the whole champion thing works with like PvP too. I'm sure they'll add that to the game. So that's the 3 big pieces of alpha. You can send your heroes on, I'm assuming you go to the docks, and you can send your heroes over to Crystal Vale. There is a considerable risk that you could lose your hero. And again, your hero is gone. There's no coming back. So I don't know that I'm going to be, so it's kind of this thing, like you want to send a strong hero, but like if I say, for example, I send this level, I can level this up. Oh, actually, no, I'm about 100 points away. I thought there was one I could level up, but I didn't have enough. I'm 1 rune short. Oh, I probably just need to refresh this. Chemist in the house. How you doing, brother? You heard numerous dates for Crystal Vale. All I know, it's supposed to be Q1. Yeah, no dates, Q1. First quarter. So I would imagine Benoit in the house. How you doing, brother? I'm gonna send a what does that mean? You're gonna send your greatest of all time? Or are you gonna send it like an actual goat? Because I don't think goats are in the game yet. No, yeah, it's just all Q1, brother. All right, yeah, so this one I can level up, and it'll be level 5. But I got some nice heroes, man. That'll be my 4th level 5. And, level 5 legendary. So this one, and if I send this, so say I send this one, and this one, and this one, I mean, there's a good chance. And then my ninja, right? My level 5 ninja. I mean, it's probably like I'll probably be pushing like 70, 75, 80%. I don't know if there's going to be more like charts and stuff, like, or people are going to figure it out based on like, you know, all the data, because it's all on chain, right? So the data is going to be there to grab. Man, I lose one of these heroes, and I don't know that. Can you write that off? Like, how do you write that off? I guess you can write it off, but do you write it off for the value at that time? I mean, this is probably at least, yeah. I mean, I really don't know how much this card's worth. It's at least, you know, a couple, $200, $300, $400, right? So I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna want a YOLO and send some over, but you got to prepare yourself that you can easily lose your hero. So I don't know. And then if I go for, you know, something like this, like I could see myself sending this card over. I don't care about this card. Level 4, Gen 2. But that's probably, I mean, that's probably like a coin toss at best. Right? So, but you will get rewarded even. I don't know what the rewards are if you lose your hero. Something tells me it's not going to pay off the loss of your hero. Yeah, he said a level 1 common is about a 35% chance. Oh my goodness, I got a yawn. Oh. But if you have a Gen 0, and I know there's a lot of people that don't have a Gen 0, you can send your Gen 0 or your best cards Buffett, right? So Bill Scott in the house. Good morning, brother. Yeah. They said that. They said, it still scares me. Like, what if they have a problem? They said Gen Zeros, you don't get rewarded, and Gen Zeros can't be burnt. Yeah, Jason makes a good point. You're actually buying them. I haven't been buying them. I've been lucky enough. This is the first hero that I went to level up, and I didn't have enough runes. So I've been earning quite a bit of runes. I need one more rune to level that up. So hopefully I get one in the mining quest I got today. But I'm not buying runes. Like I you know, I'm being too cheap on that one. Oh, wow, guys. We're like 40 minutes into the stream, and that's kind of all I had for today. So unless you guys, it's just going to be like, you're going to have to throw something at me. We can take a, well, you know, I say that, but then I can easily like, ooh, let's go. So I can quickly take a look. I did start yield farming in Stella Swap yesterday. I've been doing a lot of research in Polkadot. So let's see how that's going real quick. Check Pavia. Yeah, that one's been burning a hole in your pocket, hasn't it? Let me check how my yield farm over here is doing really quick. It seems to be printing. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. So subnets, I missed it. Retro, you know I love to rug pull you. Talk more about subnets. Are they like Harmony? No. Which, by the way, can't communicate. So there's no, yeah. Yeah, we can talk about subnets. Real quick, I want to see how my yield farm's doing that I got in yesterday. I've earned 4.61 Stella. And that tells, I've earned about 20 bucks since yesterday. So this thing's earning right as of right now. I'll make about $600 a month. I put $1,700 into this, so it'll pay itself off in a little under 3 months. That's if the price stays the same. This says I have $1,725. Is that right? When I checked this morning, it was down to like 1580. Oh, so the price of Stella was down to like 398 this morning. So I was down a bit. So I'm up. You know, I think I put about $1,700 in it. This seems like it's going to be a really good yield farm. It's paying a really good percent. You can take the Stella and do a lot of things with it. I'll probably just wait a few days and pump it back into the pool for now to try and get my ROI back quicker. Again, I'm bullish the Moonbeam. I'm not crazy bullish, but it's a brand new network. I want to get more involved in Polkadot. And then they have single single store vaults too that you can take your. I'm more bullish Moonbeam than I would be Stella, but Stella's got some cool stuff going on. You can put it in the vaults for like no lockup, 7-day, 30-day, and 90-day, and you can get up to 600% on your 90 days. So you can guaranteed like 5x, 5 or 6x in 90 days. That's insane. And the fact that you can use, I mean, there's risk, there's smart contract risk, and there's token risk, but the fact that you can like like I would have been a lot more, let's just put it this way, Kurt, if you would have said you YOLO'd 40K in a Stella swap, I wouldn't have been near as uneasy about that as I did you YOLOing in the Cosmic. So and then this is cool too because they have ILOs. No, what is it? More. Yeah, so they have a launch pad. I don't think they've launched anything yet, but there might be some opportunity here on some upcoming Moonbeam projects. So that's another reason why this project looks pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about subnets. So all right, before we talk about subnets, now let's talk about, let's look at this Atlantis. I have not bought land in Atlantis yet because I don't want to. I mean, all right. What is the price? It's 2,500, and I'm trying to be more focused, guys. Why is ARM not on my list anymore? So 2,500. That's 300. Is that 350 bucks? 7 times 20, it would be 7 times 25, right? What's wrong? 100? No, I don't. I'm just not as good as math as I used to be. So 2,500 times, it'd be like 175 bucks, right? 0.07. 175 bucks. I feel like when I looked at it yesterday, it was like over 200. The token, I guess, was like a little over 8 cents. All right, so where's this stupid ass? How much of the land is sold? I mean, last time we checked, Rex was up to like freaking 33 plots. I bet he YOLO'd into more. The guy's out of control. Rex, you still there, bro? How many plots you up to? $986. So there's still 2,000 to go. Speedstar, yeah. Didn't you ask that yesterday? I feel like someone asked that yesterday. Speedstar looks interesting. I didn't get involved because I thought it looked really stupid at first. And it's the same old thing though. Like it looks like it's going to take a lot of time. So I would just be in it to flip it. If you're into like the horse racing and stuff like that, it looks like it could be really cool. It's gotten a lot of, like it got a lot of interest. Obviously Climb Crypto did a video on it and that helped finish it off. So there's just so many projects out there that I can't FOMO into them all. It's just too much to manage. So that one does look interesting. I'm in Win Lambo and I don't even check. I haven't even checked Win Lambo. Like I'm not, I don't even know that I'm really interested in Win Lambo. I was considering selling one of my Lambos just to buy some Harmony Well, just to buy some C, right? But it's too overwhelming, guys. It's too much, and more keeps coming out. And the Levana gameplay hasn't started, so I'm trying to chill the F out because I'm extremely bullish Defikingdoms, and that's going to continue to take up more time. I'm extremely bullish Defira. That hasn't even begun to take up much time, and that's going to take up a bunch of time. I'm crazy bullish Levana. That one's going to take a lot of time. And I'm crazy bullish Strange Clan. So as of right now, I'm kind of just trying to woo-saw myself and make sure I don't get too carried away. Now, so all these other projects, I get into them. And if it turns into something great, otherwise, I don't know, man, right? It's just too much to stay on top of it all. You got 10 plots. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like, that's a well game, bro. Yeah, it's exhausting, right? Again, like I was talking about World of Warcraft, just think how exhausting that game was. I used to spend more time playing World of Warcraft than my in real life job. What happens if these blockchain games are the same way? I mean, I guess that's fine if it's paying more than your real lifetime job, but it's a lot to stay on top of these. So focus on the ones that, in my opinion, focus on the ones that are like, you got to take some risks, right? We don't know which one of these are going to be the next DeFi Kingdoms. I still think the next DeFi Kingdoms is DeFi Kingdoms. So I think DeFi Kingdoms got a lot of room to grow. And again, I'm most bullish Mars Colony. I'm most bullish Mars Colony in DeFi right now. So I don't want to take too much away from that. I want to continue to make sure I'm focused there. I bought some Lambos. I mean, if the horses weren't so expensive by the time I got around, I probably would have bought one, but I didn't. That one seems like it could be a winner. I don't know that anything out there has any chance of like slaying DeFi Kingdoms. I think DeFi has a really good chance of building up to a really nice, 100 million plus market cap. And I think Mars Colony has a lot of potential too. Past that, it's all crapshoots. I like the one verse, looks pretty cool. There's Harmony World, that metaverse. I have 3 plots of land over there. That's one I don't talk about a lot, but I'm crazy bullish that one can really blow up. Let's take a quick look at Pavia for Chad Knight, our oldest member in the chat. What is he? 60, 62, 40, 38 plus 22. What is he? 60 years old? God dang, bro. Kudos to you. So when I checked it this morning, Pavia didn't really look that bad to me. This guy Buzz quit. Like, I don't know who the hell Buzz is. He's their marketer. There's a lot of FUD. There was some panic selling. I don't know if Jason picked up one of those plots he showed. I don't think you can get to the oh yeah, you can. Cool. It looks like it's dipping below 400. It was above 400 this morning. So I still like this project. I mean, like Jason said in the Discord, maybe Buzz knows something, right? Maybe he does know something. I don't know. I've never said this project was a guarantee. So it's probably the most well-known metaverse on Cardano. It's very much sandbox-like. They do have a lot of cool things. They have portals in the sandbox, portals into Centerland. So they're doing a lot of the right things. Just because they lost their head marketer is probably not that big a deal. This is a good entry point. Excuse me. I paid like $800-900. I got 2 plots, so I'm down 50% on my plots. I spent close to $1,700-$1,800 on my plots, and then I probably have about another. So I have about $3,000 into this game. I think it's a good entry point. I wish I would have waited till today, but I'm already in, and I'm not. I have no idea if this project's going to be a success or not. I've already got enough skin in this game. Again, I like to manage my high risk, and this is a high risk project. So Bill thinks DeFi tranquil finances away. I'm very. Let's see. Did you hear about JP Morgan buy? Yes, I did. That was pretty big news. So that is really big news, and I don't think people are realizing how big a news that is. So JP Morgan bought land in Decentraland. So they're going to be bringing old school finance to the metaverse. And I've hinted or alluded to this in the past that I could see this coming. You instead of going to the bank in your real life, you go to the bank in the metaverse. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, would you really go to the bank in the metaverse? Are they going to have ATM machines and you can withdraw your mana at the ATM machine? I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I don't know what their plans are. I really don't. But it's mostly just advertising at this point. Like, who in the right mind is going to learn how to get into the metaverse. Decentraland doesn't take anything special though, right? How does there? I've been in it before. Does it connect to MetaMask? Does it require MetaMask? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Ethereum MetaMask. I think it does. So we're still a long ways away from most people figuring out MetaMask. Anyway, if you've gotten to the point where you've figured out MetaMask, you've connected to Decentraland and you're walking around and you got some Ethereum or you got some mana in your wallet, are you really gonna like? Why would you go to JP Morgan? Unless they offer things like you can deposit your money in the JP Morgan bank and they'll insure it, things like that. I don't know. Yeah, Retro says F doing banking with JP. F doing banking with any of these banks, man. I cannot freaking wait. I missed the token, bro. Yeah, calm down, Chad Knight. We'll talk about the token. You got wrecked on what? Oh, you bought one too early. I remember you're the one that got me to FOMO in around the stadium. So I got to around the stadium. So I'm down about 50%. I assume you're down about the same. JP Morgan already has a coin. JP Morgan already has a blockchain. And then they have a black ops operation called Cadena. I'm pretty sure that's really just, funded by JP Morgan too. All right, let's take a quick look. So Chad Knight, the 60-year-old spoiled brat. I'm kidding, Chad Knight. You know I love you. Let's bro, what is there to talk about? There's FUD. It's a good price. It's the same thing I just said about. Did I show my... Oh, I need to talk about... I'm reading an alert. All right. Muesli swap. Did I talk? I need to go to a different browser. I don't know if I do. All right. Remember 15 minutes ago when I said I didn't have much to talk about? Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish in time. So I want to look at Sushi Swap too. That thing is printing, guys. Sushi Swap is printing. It's a pain in the ass. Not Sushi Sunday. All right. Thank you, Jason, for posting that about the reverse ISOs in the Discord. I did know about that. I just haven't really touched on it. If you were in one of this, and I applaud this move by Sunday Swap, they had a vote. There's a list. I think the list is in the Discord too. If you were in one of the saturated ISO pools, all the pools that basically just made this a huge centralized cluster app, you earn because they use those for the pooper scoopers. You can move them to the reverse ISOs, meaning anyone that got a vote but didn't get elected in this ISO round, they're doing it so they did 100 million Sunday Swap tokens in the first ISO. Now you want to move your staked Cardano to one of those reverse ISO pools so that you can continue to get another free airdrop of Sunday Swap. And it's going to help spread those tokens back out. I hated it. You had in the cryptoverse with 4 and 5 freaking just eating fat, right? With 4 and 5 different, I think he got up to 5 validators, Crypto Capital Ventures, 4 and 5 validators. Even Cardano with Paul was up to 2 or 3 validators, because all the ones that got elected, everyone exit. And this is one of my big gripes for Harmony One. But anyway, everyone exited out. All the small validators, they got est on. They're sitting here paying these bills. And anyway, so I'll probably touch base more on that later in the week. I just finished. Daedalus is such a pain in the ass. Every time you open it up, it takes forever. And then it says, oh, we got to update. And then you close it and you update. And then you spin it back up again. Sometimes it crashes and it takes forever. I can't freaking wait for them to come out with their light wallet. Jason says he's buying another plot today. I may buy another plot if it continues to go down. If it gets sub 300, I might pick up a couple plots. But until then, I've got 2 plots. And I would, even an estate, say an estate got down to 2,500 Cardano, which I don't think it will. But if it does, I mean, that's some serious blood flowing in the street. I'd probably pick up an estate. But at the same time, I can live without it. Anyway, I am yield farming my tits off over here. It's paying really good interest. I mean, it's coming down because a lot more liquidity is coming in this. I added this earlier today, and I just don't. The one problem is it takes so long to get all the transactions done. So it says I still have. Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. That would have been on my Cardano. That would have. So I think it's all in now. Deposit liquidity. No. All right. So I'm yield farming over here. I've earned about 41 Sunday. I've been in it for less than a week, so it's not bad. I only put like $1,200 over here, so it's paying pretty good. It's a good interest. I'm in the liquid finance. I've talked about this quite a bit. I'm super bullish liquid finance. I actually got in when I bought the token. I want to say it was like 85 bucks. It's up over 104. I'm not going to lie, man. Like I should have bought this, man. I remember when this was on Muesli Swap for like 30 bucks. I still think it might be a really good buy. Anyway, let's take a look at Pavia. Pavia is at 0.07 Cardano. That's pretty cheap. I mean, if you don't believe the FUD, if you think Pavia will make a comeback, that's a good price. I mean, that's a good price. I'm not buying more though, Chad Knight. I've got enough, and this is a high risk one, so I've got enough. All right, let's talk. Yeah, Chad Knight. What's Kurt in denial about? All right, let's talk about Avalanche subnets. So the Avalanche subnet is basically Colorado Avalanche. Let's see if we can find a good article, because I somewhat understand it, but let's try and get a better understanding. Every node can, so they're public. All right, I don't know. The secret weapon of Avalanche. So I'm extremely bullish now, Avalanche. The big concern, the big thing I hear about Avalanche is the gas is kind of expensive. But man, look at what we got going on over here. Avalanche and generally is at a good price right now, if I remember correctly. I don't think I have this one. Yeah, so it's down to about $93 from its all-time high at 140. So this looks like a good entry point. You know, it all depends on what the market's going to do. And it looks like Bitcoin's trying to push back up. Let's see what the stock market's doing real quick. Stock market, NASDAQ is down 180, so it continues to bleed down. The one thing that blew my mind when I saw this yesterday, because I did not know this, is Avalanche is now number 2 in TVL. If I heard it right. Oh, so it was number 2. It's kind of fighting with Terra Luna. So it's up to 17.4 billion. Both of these, let's see, Phantom is still looks like grossly undervalued compared to its TVL. But I mean, Avalanche is still moving. No, it's not like Cosmos and the IBC at all. Avalanche is a layer 1. Yeah, so the thing with subnets is basically you're in your own network. So whatever's happening, so you know how like on Harmony 1, whenever all the network traffic is happening, it's contending with all the other network traffic. So let's take a look at this. And so this is how I understand it. So like a subnet in networking is, I don't even know how to explain this to you plebs. So all the computers in one subnet, there's what's called a broadcast, right? A broadcast. So the computers will be like, what's out there? And it'll send a broadcast packet and send its MAC address and like, oh, this MAC address says I'm on this port on the switch, but it, you know, it broadcasts it to all the other ports, and then the switch knows that this device is here. But it only happens with all the computers in that subnet. So with like VLANs and routes and switches and all this stuff, you can have like your accounting department on one subnet, your HR department on a different subnet, especially big companies, right? So the computers are only creating this traffic on that subnet. So Avalanche subnet's very similar. It's just like as far as I understand it, it's on a chain basis. Where was that tab? Because I had, all right, so a subnet is so this is what's weird. So I did read this, is a set of validators that, so how do they handle that, right? Because the number of validators is a big deal. How many validators do you need for a subnet? And is there going to be RPC issues? There's trade-offs with everything, guys. So everyone's bullish subnets, but I'm just trying to look at this from all angles. I mean, it's still going to require an RPC. Is it the same? Does the same RPC network? I'm assuming the same RPC network handles all subnets. But how many validators are going to be needed, and how does it decide what validator does what subnet, and who's in charge of these validators? Is there different? These questions I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Like all these answers might be out there. I don't know. These are just the things that I'm like, what? So anyway, so you got the main chain, and Taiki Mead did a video, I think yesterday, that he covered subnets a little bit. So definitely check that one out. Anyway, you got the main chain, and then DFK will have its own subnet. So all the traffic on that DFK subnet isn't going to affect the main chain. So, you know, over on Harmony 1, DFK is basically taking down Harmony 1 at certain points. So that's the ELI 5, right? That's like explaining it to a 5-year-old. We'll create a new subnet with 2 control key and a threshold of 2. So it seems like anyone could create a subnet, adding subnet validators. Now let's add a validator. So I don't know if this is something like Defikingdoms will spin up their own validators, or, you know, the public will come in and spin up validators. I don't know what the requirement. Subnets offer a new form of scaling untouched by, kind of like a layer 2. The best subnets may not be a simple magic bullet. I kind of agree with that based on things that just came to mind. On the default subnet, we've optimized for decentralization while having a good scaling point. The X chain, so I think the X chain is the main, oh wait. So the X chain, I'm assuming, and so now I need to rewatch that Taiki video because he talked about the X chain and the C chain. So I don't know which one's which. I wish they had a graph. Maybe we can find a graph. So there's the main chain. And they talk about its higher, our future subnets. So they might add sharding. This is all very interesting. So this makes me bullish. I feel like I need to start adding some Avalanche as some diversity, but I'm struggling. So maybe I'm done buying Luna now and I'm going to focus on Avalanche. I know is it Nigel? He's going to get mad at me for not buying. Nigel's still here. How you doing, bro? Just think of Avalanche subnets as apps. Yeah, in the case. Yeah, so I mean, that's basically what I said. I just don't know how they're going to handle, you know, the validators. Like where the validators going to come from? Like, can you split time as a validator? It doesn't, like, I don't know, wouldn't that defeat the purpose? Like, do you run on the main chain? Does a validator is it all the same validators? So I don't know. I would like to have a little bit more high level overview. So I'll continue to learn this. You know, it's like eating an elephant a little bit at a time. But basically, Defikingdoms will have its own, basically kind of like layer 2. Is that what you said? Yeah, kind of like layer 2. Nothing else, no other traffic or whatever. So it does seem like a really cool concept. But I can tell you, even in IT, there's trade-offs to everything. So this may solve one. It's going to be a trade-off. It may solve this problem, but then you're going to have to deal with this problem. And what makes more sense for like it being a blockchain game versus it being maybe, for example, just the yield farm portion of it. I don't know if even like that's one thing about Polkadot is you can create app-specific parachains. So that's one of the beauties of Polkadot. Ethereum, for example, like it is what it is, and you gotta fine tune your Solidity contracts or whatever, Rust or whatever, to what Ethereum does. But with Polkadot, you can create whatever parachain you want that's optimized for your app. So whether it's a lending app or a DeFi app or a gaming app, right? That's one of the beauties of Polkadot. So that's why I have exposure over there too. Drop the article link. All right, let's take a look. So this is, let's see if we can find anything else. So this is the white paper. You probably don't care about that one. This one, let's see if we can find a better link. The power of Medium article might explain it. See if we miss. I would love to see the problem. No blockchain can handle the load of multiple mainstream applications, while Web3 has a rich. So that's an, whatchamacallit, Polkadot doesn't have the specific problem either. Because everything on the same chain. I mean, that's kind of what layer 2 is doing though on Ethereum, and just in a different manner. And that's how Cardano's solving it too. So this is just a different way to skin the cat. Even newly emerging layer 1 blockchains can handle, but what if you could build a network? Yeah, so my biggest subnet, someone at Avalanche had a crazy idea that applications might require a different set of rules, and that different application eliminates the risk of application become too expensive due to network congestion. That's interesting. So that might help keep gas costs down. They also talked about how the DFK, people are speculating, I don't know. Like, I hope so. That would be pretty baller that you would use Joule as gas. And that's interesting because it's on its own subnet. The congestion's not going to drive up the price of gas as long as it doesn't over congest what it's doing on its own. So they say people are speculating that Joule or Crystal is going to be used for gas on the DFK subnet. Validators must be located in a given country. Validators must pass KYC AML checks, and validators must hold a certain license. So I'm wondering where these validators are going to come from. In a heterogeneous network, a blockchain some validators will not want to validate certain blockchains. The subnet model allows validators to only concern themselves with blockchains. Yeah, man, like, this whole, where are all these validators coming from? Yeah, I'll be interested to see how this plays out. Have I said Nimrod in the house yet? Is this the first time you're in chat? Nimrod, I'm just going to do it. Nimrod in the house. How you doing, bro? Subnets can be permission. What does that even mean, bro? Here's another one. I don't think this article was very good, though. That was from, like, this is too early on. I'm not even going to post that one. You know how to Google. Subnet supercharging scalability on Avalanche. That's from November. Bank of America seems, oh, hey, what do we got here? Subnets, we got a newer one. Subnets allow the infinite horizontal scaling. So Bank of America seems impressed. You care about my privacy so much, why? All right. A subnet or subnetwork is a dynamic set of validators working together to achieve consensus. That's great. Where are all these validators coming from? And how many validators does it take? Like, do you only need, like, say for Defikingdoms, you only need a couple? You only need like 3 or 4? It's just a whole, like, I want to know more on that. Answers, please. Avalanche subnets are the future of metaverse gaming. This is just someone that thinks he's the smartest person. And all right, so that's it, man. Yeah, Nimrod, talk to us, bro. Stop being so selfish, Retro. All right, guys, what is it, 750? We got 19 likes. I greatly appreciate that. We just need one more. Let's get to 20. boys and girls. 20 likes. Come on, one more like, baby. All right, let me make sure I saw an alert. Interesting. Not permissionless, so only subnet's owner can give permission to deploy app. So do you know anything about how the validators work? Like how do you yeah, so I think so Retro's saying so they're going to be centralized. I don't see, that's the dynamic. Yeah, that's kind of how Nimrod says kind of is. So the way I get it is it kind of like a layer 2 where it's I need more. I don't know if it's explained in the white paper. So like when you're doing stuff, it validates on those validators, but it's still like it goes, does it like you know what I mean? Like, does it go, like, is everything, kind of like on, what is it? ZK rollups or rollups where you go to, you bridge your money over and then they do like the ZK rollup, it builds them up, but then it still goes to the main chain, right? So I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. Like, do you do all the transactions there? And is it kind of, there's a lot to be, and like, are these out now? Like, can Crystal even launch before this exists, or can it migrate to the subnet? Right. So I don't know. Very interesting. You're throwing around some big words there. Layer 2 sequencers are kind of centralized. I'm not even sure what you mean about that. Oh, we can't get to the 20. Oh, there we go, guys. We just got 20 likes. Thank you so much. I saw that happen live. I don't know who that 20th person is, but I love you so much. Yeah, again, didn't one of the articles say that Avalanche subnets are no magic bullet? I don't know that there's a magic bullet. It's always going to be a trade-off. There's always going to be a trade-off, as far as I can tell, for a while when it comes to DeFi, decentralization, blockchain, whatever. There's the scaling, the security, and the speed, right? So you gotta choose what makes the most sense. Nick in the house, you made it 21. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I didn't think I was gonna make it past like 20 minutes in this stream, but I'm pretty good at waxing on forever. The validators are just some people work with the subnet owner. Yeah, so that's interesting. There's a lot left to be learned on this, so we'll have to see how this pans out. Maybe using proof of authority. It seems like Nimrod's the resident expert on subnets. You're pretty big into the Avalanche network, though, aren't you? Yeah, I knew what you meant, proof. All right, guys, it is 7:54. I got a long day ahead of me. I will be back tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Let's take a quick look at crypto before I sign out. 6:30 a.m. PST. 6:30 a.m. in the morning. PST, be there, be square. It looks like crypto is holding up decently. It's only down a few hundred. Bitcoin's only down a few hundred. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Love you all, and peace.